Yay! It's Friday! It's Friday. I'm finished with work. Well, work at work for the week. And I got home I don't know, almost 45 minutes ago. And I ate my lunch and now I want to color. I think I need another light on. Didn't know exactly what I was going to color in. This is what I was working on last night, and I may continue with this, or I might color in something else. I don't know. Let's see how we feel. Kind of. Well, been thinking. I looked at this book last night or this morning, which I saw Miss Southern Belle coloring in, and that's what propelled me to buy these books by her, by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. It's hard to say her name. Um, and this is the season for it. And I looked in it and I thought, well, can you color in these? Do you think you can manage to color in these? I just keep feeling I don't know if we can do this justice. And I thought about, well, you could copy a page onto another paper and do it. And I was like, well, yeah, I could, but um, someone had mentioned looking at a reference of them, looking at her other work, and so that's what I did this morning. And I looked at it, I was like, well, I don't think I want to make them look like that. That's not really my kind of color scheme thing. So I said, well, obviously I need to think about how I want it to be. Although that skeleton is a nice reference for, maybe how to get the skeleton to look skeleton-y, if that's a word. I wonder if I feel like coloring in this now. I just love the paper, the everything about these books. I really love it. This cover, the way it is. I am just in love with this book design. Really, that I really am. It's just maybe in a rather abnormal way, but I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I should color in this now. Because if I don't, then I might. I don't know. I think I will. But this is what I was working on last night. Something that I actually was somewhere where I actually tested out Prismacolors in the corner to see what they would do. Because at the time I didn't, I was like, this book is yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. And so I tested out the blue that gave me so much grief, but that I love so much. I love the color, but it was like, whoa, a whole smear fest. So I used this with some Gamsol to see what it would do. So now that I'm doing the rest of the page, I'm like, well, I don't know where this fits in, but I'm going to have to color into it, or I might, I don't know, we'll see what happens. I may cover it up. It's so smooth here. It's really nice. So it definitely taught me how, a little bit of what the Prismacolors can do if I use this stuff. This is what I used, and that it didn't stain the other side at all. So yeah, so that was a little lesson there. Um, so last night I finished this is Maria Troll's Nightfall. And I finished all of these leaves. I was on a mission that I had to finish them all. Oops, I see one I didn't finish. I thought I finished them all. Oop, I see another one too. That always happens. But I think I know which ones I used anyway. I might even know them by name because some of those pencils, it's okay, that's going to have to go in my Blick cart for next time, they have a sale on Prismacolors, a single, open stock. It was Spanish green. It's the lighter green. I love that, and it works almost like a blender in a way. And I love I already have some other Prismacolors that I love because they work like that, and I like working them like that because it's kind of like a neutral color to the other colors I put down. Um, and then I use Prussian green, which you would think is probably not a favorite green, but I've used a lot of it, so it obviously is useful. The pencil's like about this long now, so I've been using it a lot, but even before I used it last night. Um, and there's two blues that are like really incredible, and I don't remember their names offhand, but um, I do know what they look like in my case. So I have a feeling they're gonna go into my cart tomorrow or sometime. I don't know whenever because I'm not buying pencils right away. I don't think. Um, yeah. So I'm not exactly sure where to go next with this, but I think these are peonies, and I felt like I had to color them pink. I don't even know if peonies come in any other color. I've never seen them in any other color but pink. But one thing I thought of if is with me thinking of these as peonies, I need to put some ants on them because for some reason peonies attract ants, which is why they always say to grow them away from your house. I haven't grown any because like I don't want to encourage any ants. Oh. Anyway, blah 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 blah. Did I work on? Well, in this page, I actually added some metallics to it, some little dots. I didn't know I don't know. It's supposed to be pollen or something, so I did that. What are the pens I did it with here? Yep, and I did it with these pens. Almost forgot I had these. They're called Link Shine, a sparkle glitter gel, and I love these gel pens because they don't have that. They're not like that conical point. I don't like gel pens with the conical point, and most gel pens have the conical point, but these don't. So this is a set they're all metallics, different colors. And I use the blue, the silver, and gold. So that's that. That's all I did on that. There's a page that okay. And then there's these two, which I don't know, something came over me, and I started working on this page after I had finished all the dangly flowers on this one, and I don't know. I just started working on this and I couldn't stop, and so I don't know. I must be liking Maria Troll books. At one point, I said I really didn't, but something in them has clicked with me now. Hey, Blue Skies. Hey, Thomas. Happy FriYAY. Woo! I know, I'm so happy. This was a pretty good week, too. So, I think a good week and a good day. It was a good day and productive, and yeah, I'm excited. Has my head in a good place for the work I'm going to do at home over the weekend. Thank you, Blue Skies. So, yeah, so that's what I've been doing. And I think we're gonna switch. I got a mandala under here. I got Joanna Basford under here because I was almost gonna color a page in here in Worlds of Wonder, and then I just went to the Nightfall to that old, really little done with whip. And now it's more of a kind of maybe a regular whip. So I think I'm gonna color in this. I just feel like I don't want to ruin the book. I do have new pencils now. Ooh, check her out. I just feel like I don't have. I feel like this book needs blingage and all this other kind of stuff that I can't give it because I don't really know that. But I can't help it. I want to color in it. I guess I'm putting on my Dracula voice. I don't know what that was. I'm in kind of a goofy mood today. Some people have enjoyed that goofy mood in me today. So, okay. Halloween themed Rococo frame My husband Matt made especially for it. Oh, okay. The pumpkin candy bucket and the skeleton is holding is based on a plastic one I had myself as a kid. So these are all like paintings that she's done, and she said this one is an acrylic painting on wood. It was 17 by 21, and she did it in 2008. So we're just gonna, I don't know, throw caution to the wind and just do it, I guess. So like really, this book the way the book is made is just so precious to me. Uh, but I thought I saw, I, where's the one that Miss Southern Belle was coloring? Oh my gosh, what is that? A cute gothic fairy type girl surrounded by creepy vines. You know, that one almost seems more doable to me than this one. This one feels like I feel like I can't do it justice because of all the space. I have no idea what to do with the space. I don't want to start in the beginning, but then I don't know. These viney things look pretty intense. Let me do this. I don't think I ever did this with it. Ooh, that's a big face. Halloween cupcakes. Yeah, I feel like acrylic paint and all that kind of stuff, or watercolor. It feels like that's what some of these call for, and you know I'm afraid of water, so kind of like her. Ghost of a pumpkin patch. These little ones, I could do them. I guess I just feel like coloring something different today because I've been working in the Maria Troll book so much. I could do this little one in the corner, but then if I do it in the corner, I don't want any smearage. Now, what is she? Cemetery Mist. Can I think outside of the box when I color these? There's a question. Am I able to do that? We're going to try it. And I don't know. I almost think I should use the polychromos on this, but then again, I don't know. It's really not that difficult. I don't know why I'm making it so difficult. But let's use that one pencil that I really love the color of. How about that? I think it's this one. One of them. No, it's not this one. Oh, jeez. Get a grip. Let me put some music on so I can chill out. I'm a little worked up. What's this one? Can't read it. Dioxazine purple hue. Oh my. Purple. See, there we go again. I can't tell the purple from the blue in here. It's really weird. I really have to have them set up to... You might need to start with that Copenhagen so I don't... And that's violet blue. I don't want that. It was ceruleans. Oh, there it is. Although this isn't dark. Cobalt blue hue. This is... I love this color. And then there's another one, but I don't know what it is. What is it? It's on this side. Oh, ultramarine, not necessarily, but I might for this. I think I kind of want to go from light to dark for this guy. And I want kind of a... We're going to experiment. I think these small ones will be good for that, so let's do it. I just need to color to relax before I go into my housework mode. You know what? I think that maybe it will only be on this side. Yeah, I really feel like these books are like a push my skill level book into multimedia. We're more using more things, tools, but I'm also feeling like I'm not ready for that. And I also color to relax, so sometimes like to do things like that isn't necessarily relaxing for me unless I have to wait until I'm in a mode where I feel relaxed about it, you know. I guess I'm throwing caution to the wind. Medium. I almost wonder if that's the right medium as much as I love that color. Which one's darker? It's kind of greenish. I don't know if I want too much of that. Not really. Not really, I don't think. Yeah, it's all. So I do know Martha Makes Art is coming on tonight. I think I read that right. I clicked my notification for it, for her. I have a few replays I need to hit up with some folks. Quite a few. Trying hard not to buy another coloring book, but I saw one really nice one last night, and that J. Carey was coloring in, and she did a flip through, so I saw that one, and then Bailey Black has a new book out, Halloween 1, big and bold coloring, and Foxy's gonna have a new coloring book coming out, so I'm at least getting that one. Let's see if I can get this sky to look how I'm kind of thinking in my head. You know, like at dusk or whatever, where there's different blues in the sky. That's kind of what I want to do. I want to make that look. Yeah, there are. I see like Joanna Basford has a book out, but I'm kind of, I need to color more. in the ones I have before I do that. Even like these, I bought a bunch of this woman's books, and I really need to color in them. I didn't get them for them just to sit there. I got them to color in them. I didn't get them just to get them. I got them to color in them, and I need to color in them. But I do have that Kirby book coming. That's like in March. I really need this sharper to be able to blend. I really do. Yeah, I feel like I need to expand my skills in the books that I have. And if I do that, first of all, I'll get pages colored, but I'll also then be able to maybe justify getting another book. But really, I don't think right now, I really shouldn't need another book. Maybe for like a different style coloring book, of which like the one that Jake Carey had, the something cute chibi coloring like that. Um, I can justify that because it's a different kind of kind of different kind of line work or whatever. And I probably would use different. I would use more than just crayon, more than just colored pencils in it. And I feel like the pictures kind of require, they require something different from the other things that I have. So, serve a purpose other than that. Just like I'm finding out all kinds of things from Bailey's Bold and Easy coloring book. I feel like I allow myself to do things that I wouldn't do in other books, and I'm learning from it and liking the pictures and having fun. And so I don't really want to get something just because it's new and it's out and it's the latest. I could care less, to be honest. I sound a little too much like myself there, but that's kind of how I am. It's like if I can't find a use or purpose for it for myself, it's like no. It's like that's nice. It's nice that they have that, and it'll probably be there 2 years from now if I decide to buy it. So yeah. How? Okay, I got too much stuff on my desk for one. That's not helping. This pencil and this book because I got to keep it open both pages, both sides. It's making it hard for me to color. And I don't want to bend it. I really don't. And then that happens because this book is really sturdy. It's a sturdy paperback. Let's see what we can do here. So, I don't know. Move this up a little bit more. So we'll move that up a little bit more. And I need to move this over so it can lie flat. That helps. Oh, excuse me. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Kind of need my chair closer. So I'm thinking probably Probably the only books I'm gonna buy between now and March are books that people on here have created, people on YouTube that other colorists have created. Otherwise, yeah. Yeah. Kind of asking myself, okay, this page in this book, I don't want to color it. Why not? Thinking about that and then thinking about what would change that and how could I change that, and to allow myself to like do whatever with it. Because I think a lot of times that's what it is. Why I don't color a page is because um, I limit myself on what I can do, what I can use, or whatever. In part because there's things I don't know how to use, but then again, if I don't know how to use it, when am I going to learn how to use it? Color the darn page with a new tool and get over it. Just tell me, suck it up. It's not that precious. And just key into that part where, the process relaxes you, even if the end result doesn't look so hot. If you got relaxation out of doing it, then you gained something. That's what I say. It's not like these things are going to be, that I'm coloring, are going to be sold on the art market or anything. Like, really? We ain't making no money off of it. Off of the things I color. So the point of it is relaxation and learning something along the way. Having fun and maybe learning something along the way. And that's it. I ain't trying to be nothing. Let's see. How how did I get that like that on the other side? This is what I think about. How did that happen? Make it match. Make it match. That's the blue. Yeah, that is the blue I used. Although, I don't know where to put my pencils. I have a, you know what? I don't want them to get lost here, but, oh, one just fell out. How does that happen? That wouldn't happen if I wanted to. I've been keeping my markers because the box fell apart for these, so I've been keeping it in these like new half sizes of Swiss Miss hot cocoa that we found that are in the store now. Okay, a little sus. But I also heard, well, I kind of know where that's coming from, and I kind of expected it, so I won't be surprised if that's all that's ever there for the next 10 or 20 years, because there is a cocoa crisis, and I was reading about it somewhere, and so I knew like eventually it's going to wind up hitting us, and I'm wondering if that's the first sign that it has hit us. Swiss Miss in these half size things, and I need to wean myself off of cocoa and chocolate because I am a cocoa and chocolate fiend. Yeah, I don't know what I'd do without chocolate. Oh Lord, I don't even want to think about it. That sounds like pain. That sounds like pain. No, that's not the same as that, and that's why I kind of didn't want to put this color there, but look and match it up a little more somehow. Ooh. to take my time with these, I think, and, and think about every step that I'm taking with them, because I don't know, I do feel like these books are special just because of how they're designed, how the book itself is designed. I know I can't stop talking about it, but really, I really, really, really love how these books are. Um, I'm thinking that must have cost her a pretty penny to have them made up like this. This might also help me do better with my kind of shading and things, and the way, and my pencil strokes. Or whatever. And there's some things that I do when I color that I noticed, that I feel like now, okay, how can I be more thoughtful about that and do that with a plan from the outset? Like, for example, what made me think of that right now is with me, like, coloring lightly, at some point wanting to burnish, I guess that's what that's called, this color, so that it gets darker and more intense and shiny. I love shiny. Don't call me Gollum. Don't call me Gollum. But yeah. And I was doing that in that Maria Troll, on that Maria Troll page with the peonies, and I noticed myself doing, well, with each one of those peonies, like from the first one I colored to the next and the next, it was like I was paying attention to my process. The first one, I just was all like, crazy with it, like kind of haphazard and just like whatever. But then, just trying to, getting color in and doing stuff. And but then, I don't know if I like that. But then, as I kept going from the next one, then the next one, then the next one, I had colored in at the first ones, like with one color, either a lighter pink or a darker pink, I think, and then went to um, a darker pink, and then outlined. But then by the time I got to the last one, I outlined it first because I wanted it to not be so smeary, which was how it was happening with the ones I did before that. And so I just kind of looked at the differences between them and said, okay, the difference between outlining first and outlining after. I don't know. So being intentional about deciding, like, when I do that, looking at what it does and thinking, okay, so if I do it this way, this is what I can do and what will happen. But if I do it that way, this is what will happen and what I can do with it. Which one do I think is better for this object on the page? I don't know. Just being more intentional. Millie Murata, she does those. Is it she the one that does those different city books or whatever? We have a Ollie's, but we don't have a, I don't think we have a Five Below. And yeah, I did a haul from Ollie's over the summer. Yeah, they normally didn't have that great, selection, but that last time I went, yeah, they did. I'm staying out of there now. Although I am thinking about getting some planters. But, oh, she's not that one? I know I've heard that name. I'm trying to picture what she does. I was thinking like that. Is that the A Million Little Things or something? It's like something. It's almost like I can see the cover in my head, but I can't. Uh, that kind of. Well, this is that crazy color. Indathone, Indathone blue. That's the one that like made me run away from Prismacolors. Even though the color is gorgeous, but it scared the crap out of me. So I hope it doesn't smear in here. I'll have to do that. Hold on, let me look. Let me look at my other. Ooh, I didn't know I had that many windows open on this side. Um, Millie, Marana. Oh, okay. I think that will look by her. Oh, maybe not. No. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. Oh, brilliant piece. Cool. Yeah, she wasn't who I was thinking of. That art is pretty. So what I'm wondering with this is, should I burnish or should I wait? Mm. Should I blend or should I wait? Let me blues out. I want a really dark blue. Dark, 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 dark. I keep getting my blues and purples mixed up. I need to pull from a different. It's another one of those. Hey, Jean. Happy Friday. FriYAY. Indigo? This is indigo? Is it really? Fantastic oil or something. How dark is indigo? It doesn't look very dark. No, that's not what I wanted. Nope. Not like a midnight blue. A violet blue. I think this is a violet. Oh, what's that? What is this? Oh, the dioxazine. That sounds like a dangerous color. Dioxazine purple hue. It's like, what the heck? Are they telling us what really is in the pencil? And then maybe I don't really want to use it. I don't know how to get that darker. I don't want to use I want to use black. I'm not sure. Wait a minute. Is this okay? Oh, I probably do have two blacks because I had a set of 12. So yeah, I have two blacks. I use black. Wondering if I have it in another pencil. Dark blue. I don't know what to do. So we're gonna go to something else. So what is she again? She's like a dragon. She's got wings. I'm afraid to know what she is. A vampiric winged fairy. Can make. Oh. It's not supposed to be hard, but I'm going to start with gray. I'm going to start with gray. I know that blue is there, but I'm just going to kind of pretend like it isn't. You know what? Is it supposed to be like gold or something? I never thought of that. Oh well. We can always have metallic pens come to the rescue, right? Drink more water. How long is it now? 41 minutes. I'm going gray. And so early voting starts here, I think, tomorrow. I've been trying to decide when to go. I could go after work on Monday. I've also been thinking about going Sunday. I kind of want them to kind of get the kinks out a little bit before I go there. Ooh, that didn't go on right, did it? Why not? It's kind of streaky. And, oh, that's the stone. Oh, excuse me. Last time I went, for the last, I think it was the last presidential election, and we did early voting, and I think we went the first day, and it was a line at the door, and it was raining. Yeah, I'm thinking about going after work on Monday. Because I'm thinking, there might not be that many people then, because I kind of leave like in the middle of the day. But it's after lunchtime, so after prime lunchtime. So I'll do it and get it done. Get it over with. I swear. Oh. I'm probably going to turn off the TV and not watch it until the next day. I'm going to run into wherever it is, whoever won the next day. So it's like I may not even turn on my TV then. Because, like, I've been sick. I've been sick of it. You know, it's just like too often it's filled with so much nonsense. It's like, just facts, ma'am. That's all I want. Give me the facts. Give me the facts. I don't care about nothing else. Give me the facts. But you rarely get any facts during an election season. It's just all blah, 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 blah. Sorry, am I saying how I really feel? So, the day there's some substance in presidential election campaigns overall, you let me know. It would be nice if that happened one day. It seems like, I don't know, in recent years it's been just a bunch of bullshit. Pardon my language, but that is the appropriate word. I'm sorry to say. I just have to double check what propositions are up and that kind of stuff. That's one thing I have to do before I vote. Make sure that all that stuff. Yeah, that gray is not doing it. I don't think I want that gray. It sure can. It's crazy. Why is there that much money going into all of that? It's just, it just doesn't, it's just ridiculous. Every time I get those texts asking me for money or whatever for a campaign, it's like every other one, I swear at them. I'll be honest, I do. Every other one, I tell them about themselves, and then I type stop, and then the next one after that, I just say just stop. Stop sending me texts. But notice I'm still getting texts. It's just all from different numbers. I go, brother. So I feel like, you know what? If you people don't get the message, I am going to have to swear at you every other one. And hopefully you will see one of those and understand that I'm upset. You want my money, but you don't care what I want. I ain't got time for it. Yeah, I don't know why I'm still getting them. I don't understand. I don't know where they're coming from. Because I have several things that are supposed to, block that. But I guess with I don't know if they changed it or not, but like the do not call registry, it doesn't cover, I guess, the political stuff. But I have something else that's supposed to kind of block those. So maybe they're sending a super large amount and some of them are just like slipping through. Or I don't know. But I'm just hoping my insulting them will make them stop. Because I'm sick of it. It's like, really? Well, let me really tell you how I feel about you. Let me tell you. It's like, I'm going to tell you. And then if you still decide to text me after that, who's the fool? Child. Oh, we all need Jesus. And after the pastors at these churches, they need Jesus too, because I swear they're acting like they never met him. And some of them, I'm convinced, never have. Getting arrested for all kinds of stuff, and it's crazy. Don't wait for the Lord to get at you. It ain't gonna feel good. That's all I got to say to them. It ain't gonna feel. Now, I wonder if this violet blue really is what I want. Oh yeah, okay. Even though it says violet blue, it is kind of dark, so we're gonna go with this a little bit. Ooh, it's really dark. How are we gonna fade that in? I probably need to turn this upside down. Probably would be the smart thing to do. want to see if I can do it without turning my page. I get good at turning my hand or something. And then I'll blend them. Yeah, I think this is another one of those colors that I need to put in my cart. Well, there is a lot of violet in it. It's mixed with another blue. It seems to kind of get. It's still not quite. I think I have the gray in the corner. It might be mixing with that gray. So maybe I do need some gray. I gotta turn it. Can't get away with not turning it. Let's just see. If I can do that without making it look so obvious. I probably should turn it again. But you know that's too much like right. And sometimes I just can't do right. I'd be like testing the limits. I really want it darker. I don't know how to get it darker. It's too much purple. To put what, like yellow? Or would that make it green? Do I feel like being that daring? That's kind of pretty though. Hi Trinity, how are you? Happy Friday. I do. I need to check my other sets to see if there's a midnight blue kind of color in it. Okay, what's next with this little chickie? Must be hard to fly with them wings. Well, with these. Not the wings. Must be hard to fly with these. You'll weigh her down to the ground. Aw. Well, I hope you had a good day. Is she on a cloud? Where is she? Okay. Background and print. Background in my original thing was like a hazy purple, but I can see you coming up with all kinds of colors. Okay. I don't know where she's sitting next to an intricate Celtic cross tombstone in a misty cemetery. Oh boy. We gotta make you misty. How do we make misty? I hear misty, I think. Gray, blue, white. What is this? I'm grabbing this, whatever this is. This is one of them colors I like. Yeah. 10% cool gray. Okay, you're going first. Okay, now I kind of want to get rid of this line. It's supposed to be I guess the beginning of the mist. And I know she has to draw it in order for us to color it. But like now I want to get rid of it. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get rid of it. And to Foxy, if you're out there, if you're listening, I was cracking up laughing in your video. I can't remember which one it was, But when you were saying that something about me um, covering the black lines with marker, and you said, I don't know, when I do, you were saying of yourself that when you do it, it looks a mess, a hot mess. Well, guess what? A lot of times it looks that way for me too. I was laughing because I said, me too. It's like sometimes I get it and it'll look okay, and then other times it's like, oh. So I'm still like, I'm gonna keep trying because sometimes it seems to work and sometimes it doesn't, and I want to figure out why. Um, and yeah, so I'm learning. Yeah, because and all of that came because I saw someone's video where they totally transformed a page, and it was so transformed and so gorgeous that I didn't even. It took. It might have been days before I realized. Oh my gosh, that's the same picture I have in the Johanna page. I know what page that is. Mine doesn't look anything like hers. Hers looks like it's like something like in some other book, or I don't know. It just looks, it's totally transformed. Just gorgeous. And she covered all the black lines. You didn't see any lines in her picture at all from the illustrations. And I kept looking at that and wondering, how did she do that? How did she do that? So I've been on a mission ever since. Um, I'm moving slowly on the mission, but um, I'm on a mission that I want to figure that out. I want to figure out how some people really transform those pages to where you can't even tell it was a coloring page. And it's not something I'd want to do with every page, you know, because I actually like, the lines in a lot of coloring books, but there's some where, I want options. And there's somewhere, I kind of would like to cover up the lines, where the lines kind of bug me. So, or I feel like covering the lines will bring out the picture more or something. Just like with this one, like not having lines I think would be better because, you don't think of mist as having a solid delineation between anything because it's mist. Mist does mist. That doesn't make any sense, but you know what I mean. Mist is misty. It's not solid. So you don't want it to look solid by giving it a solid line. So I gotta figure that out, how I'm getting rid of that line. And I almost wonder if I'd have to do it at the end or the beginning or before I do more, or I don't know. And I just realized there's sky behind there. So let's do this. So what's she wearing? Sitting in the mist. And what color are her wings? It says she's a vampiric winged fairy. I can make her wings any color. There's no limits. But what color do I want it to be? I want her eyes to be green. And I promise I won't make her hair red. I'm always making people's hair red. Maybe it's because I'm fascinated with red hair. Where did I put the sharpener? I had it. Where did I put it? Oh, right next to me. So take my time. I find that one. The one that Southern Belle was coloring. That had the one that had the Frankenstein and the. I think this was the book. It had the Frankenstein and. Ooh, the kitty cat. I need to stop thinking about cats. I was telling myself that on my way home. As I was looking to see if my neighbor's cats were out, I keep thinking one's going to come over to our house because that has happened and they wound up living in our house. It's happened in the past. Oh, it is. Okay, I'm just going to stop looking. It's a little bit obsessive. Oh, where are we? Which one's going to make the green eyes best? And this is so tiny that I don't have a lot of room to do it. So it's going to be one and done. So, misty and vampiric. Oh, you don't want to ask me that. I don't like any of them. It's not my thing. Usually, if a movie was popular, chances are I don't like it. That's pretty much where I am. I'm more like an independent art film kind of person. Foreign films. Did I ever watch any well, for instance, I couldn't even finish. I actually had bought Black Panther and I've never finished watching it because I just was like, oh brother, it's not my thing. First of all, I was just really disturbed that all the Wakanda is actually a Native American um, concept, and uh, no acknowledgement of that whatsoever in there. Although one of the tribes that that comes from, they thought it was cool. So, you know, but I don't think it's cool that nobody else knows that it's. Few people know that it's a Native American concept of a place. So there's a lot of things about that movie just bug me. I need slow, can't figure out what's going to happen the very end or until it happens kind of movies. I do, however, like sci-fi, but not all sci-fi. I can only be honest. That's all I can do. Okay. Have a good breakfast, lunch, snack, dinner, dessert. Like that last movie was it the last movie I watched? I think it was the last movie I watched. The last movie I watched it was prompted by me happened to see a video by um and I can't find that video again. It was like black women talking about horror films. I thought, oh, and so I started watching the video, and I think it had been alive, and it was I was replaying the live, and I started watching it, and then I stopped because they mentioned that they were reviewing a movie, and I hadn't seen that movie, and when they were describing the movie, I thought, "Ooh, that sounds interesting," and so I saved it to my watch later their video to my watch later so I could go watch the movie. And in a few days, I did go watch the movie. First movie I watched in a long time. and it was really good. It was called, oh my gosh, am I gonna forget it again? I think it's called Saloum. It's like Senegalese or Mali or something like that. And it was a really, to me, it was a really good movie. In some ways, it was kind of, there was uh, a few parts that were kind of hokey, but you know how what is it? Something suspension of disbelief or whatever. You know, you engage a certain amount of that, but like for the most part, I didn't really need to do that with the movie. It really was intriguing, and I was wondering all along the way what was going to happen, what was going to happen. Um, and the fact that it also brought in, you know, the whole their whole social context of like civil wars that had happened there and things like that, it was really good. And yeah, and so I go back to YouTube after I watch the film to find their reviews so I could like hear them review it and then hear what else they reviewed. And I don't know, it's like they removed the video, so I can no longer find. I don't. It was like, I don't know. It was a name of some people. I don't know, whatever it was. I didn't think the name of the video was that. The name of the content creators was that intense, because it was like, I thought it was Black Girls Watch Horror Movies, right? Or Black Women Watch Horror Movies. But I can't. I've searched for it in YouTube and I can't find it. And then in my watch later, I have in a post. I also had it on a post on my community wall, and there's a post that I searched and searched and searched through them, and there's only a post that says, that the video is no longer available. So, and I'm thinking it must be that one, because I did that on purpose so I wouldn't lose it. So I would go back and watch it, saved it there, and I saved it in my watch later. Nope, totally disappeared. And I'm so disappointed because that was such a good, that was like a good suggestion for a movie to watch. So I want to know what else they watch because I'm probably going to like that too. But they're gone. It's really sad. Hey, Bubbles! So, what do I know about the Indians who were Aboriginals and dark skin? I don't know anything really specifically, but I'm sure there were. I mean, even when you look at people from various South American countries, the indigenous people there are indigenous people there who are very dark skinned. So yeah. So I don't know. Um but yeah, that's not where they got Wakanda from though. It wasn't because of that. Because they don't the well the I don't know. It's like they I don't know, it's almost like appropriation really. But it's kind of weird. Okay, like if I get in this whole conversation, but it's like, okay, I don't know if, who wrote I think I I don't think the person who wrote um the Black Panther comics. I don't remember for sure, so that's why I'm saying this. I don't know for sure, but I don't think they were African or African American. So it's almost like a appropriation on top of appropriation, where, and I'm not saying anything bad about the person who wrote the comic. I don't mean it that way, but I'm just thinking, kind of like theoretically. So a white person appropriates the idea of an Native American idea of Wakanda, and then puts puts it in a story with in context with um, kind of African Americans somewhat, and then African Americans take that appropriated idea that a white person appropriated from Native Americans, and now you have African Americans all running around talking about Wakanda, Wakanda as if it's our own. Yeah, there's something about that that just really irks me. I don't know. It just really irks me. But like, I suppose if it doesn't, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I just can't say. It just really irks me. That's all I can say. But I mean, it's not necessarily that it's bad, but it's just recognize that that's what was done. Eh, Uh, and I'm wondering. Well, I'm not wondering that much because I just don't. I'm just not bothered with it. But someday I'll watch Black. I can't even say BL right. Black Panther, but I'm gonna have to be kind of distanced from it and kind of not thinking so hard when I watch it because it just bugged me. Okay, and plus I really like the guy that passed. I like him, but I don't like that Michael dude at all. I don't want to see anything he's in. I don't like him at all. Never have. So it's like to sit there for that long and have to watch him to me is like torture. I just think he's what my mother would say. He's sickening. Like he's just really like kind of just so into himself that it disgusts you, makes you sick to your stomach. That's how I feel about him. He's just ew. So yeah. Well, I just told all my I told all my feelings. Yeah, I really never liked that guy. It's like if he's in it, it's like oh lord. And how much is he in it? It's like oh lord, no, no. I don't know. I don't know if there, I don't know. I guess well one movie that I guess did good, was really good in the theater that I liked was, Aliens and Alien and Aliens. Both of those. One I saw in the theater, I think at least one. Um yeah, I tend not to be a I don't know. What else? Something else. Well, Fatal Attraction was a good movie. I saw that in the theater too, and I remember exactly who I went with. A dear friend of mine who's not with us anymore, but and I think his mother and we were only ever gonna be just friends, right? But he was younger than me, like I don't know how many years younger, like I don't know, 4 or something like that. But he was younger than me. His sister was my best friend. There was no way I was ever going to date him. And when he was 15 years old and I was 19, so we were 4 years apart. Um, I'd be waiting for, his sister to get ready because we're going to go out dancing. And his stepfather would be sitting right there in the chair watching TV. And the guy that's 4 years older than me, the friend, he'd be chasing me around the room. It's like, it's like and his stepfather wouldn't do anything. I mean, he was chasing like I mean, he was playful, but what he wanted was what he wanted. But like he was younger than me and all that, and like I don't know why he thought I was going to give it up. But I'm like, really? I'm like, well, what's wrong with you? It's like, you were my best friend's brother, and like, there's no way. And your stepfather's right there. It's like no respect. That was a very interesting family, but they were also extremely sweet. Like maybe not the stepfather, but um, definitely him, the kid that chasing me around the living room, and and my best friend, his sister, And his mom, oh my gosh, they would do anything for you. And she actually, his mom had him, I think she told him to take me out to a movie because I was dating somebody that his mom didn't like. And I don't know what she was going to do to him or something. I mean, she's done all kinds of, like, I got stories. I'm not going to go there though. But they were, oh, I don't even know how to describe it. They were both, they were very real people. They were both brutal and extremely, extremely, like, just down to the bone generous. Um, because when we had told, um, um, the son, my best friend's brother, had told his mom about this woman that was like, for, I don't know, decades or whatever. She's always like she was homeless and she always smelled, and she always walked around the streets with this bag and talking to herself and whatever. And everybody assumed, the woman's homeless. And he told his mom about her. She went to cooking and packing things up and sealing it and collecting all these crochet blankets she had crocheted and all the sweaters and all this kind of stuff. And she packed all that stuff up and put it in the car. And she made him drive her around looking for that homeless woman to give her all of that stuff. And unfortunately, the woman just, because that's, I guess she was mentally ill. Oh, that's her foot. I just realized that's her foot, not the cloud. Um, the woman just like freaked out, and they kept trying to give her this stuff, and well, the son was like, "Mom, this is not going to work. I'm telling you, this is not going to work." And she's like, give it to her." And the woman's like freaking out and whatever. And then finally, they just had to leave. But that family was something else. Just they were something else. Oh, I don't know if the mother is still living, but both the brother and sister are passed, unfortunately. And yeah, their younger brother and sister are still around, but they were not like those three. Another crazy story you have. Just selling all my business. I like this color. I didn't realize it's beige sienna. That seems to be working very nice for a skin tone. Hope you're feeling better today, Bubbles. So now that actually kind of worked with me doing this on her foot. Oh, that's her leg too. Why do I keep doing that? I keep coloring her leg the cloud. It's the cloud. What time are we at? An hour, 18 minutes? Where's that? So I think I gotta figure out I'm not sure. Do I want to do that while I'm on here? I kind of feel like I want to get rid of that. See, I don't know how I can make this line go away without covering it with paint. Aww. Okay. Are you there now, or are you on your way, or? I wonder. Thinking. I need to be able to color over it. also need then. So, oops, crash. So I'm breaking out with the tan mitts. I could use off-white instead of white. I guess we're going in. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Kind of have a craving for tuna fish today. Surprise, surprise. But I have half a fish sandwich downstairs. Not fish, chicken. Half a chicken patty downstairs. That is really good. And it fries, and I can put in the air fryer. And yesterday I did get my crispy chicken salad. Although the chicken wasn't that crispy, but it had been fried. And it was good. It was really good. It was a buffalo chicken salad. And it had tons of romaine lettuce, red onions, tomatoes, had the chicken, of course, and that was, in the buffalo wing sauce, and then it came with blue cheese dressing. Girl, them red onions, ooh, they were so good. They were so good. Oh wow, 3 weeks. Glad you're feeling better. Is it covering it? Yeah, gonna get at this. Okay, I probably need to turn it for that because that's too important. I want to be able to make these. That actually kind of does make it look kind of. Just covering up the lines make it look kind of dreamy and things. It covers it, but not when it dries, then it kind of like shows through again. I don't want to put too much layers so that it becomes bulky. Yeah, I actually was thinking about if I could. Speaking of that family, I kind of wanted to find the mother and visit her. They're like in another state now, and but I really would love to see her, especially since she lost, her two oldest children. I really would like to see her. She made, oh my gosh, she could throw down, boy. And where they grew up, they're Eastern European, and they grew up by water, and so they were big into seafood. Even though the where I lived in New York State, we weren't near any sea, so you know I didn't really like eating seafood just because, like, where we were from, we're not near any, water, and like where that stuff come from, and it better not have come from the river because we know what goes in that river. But she made a cocktail sauce, her homemade cocktail sauce, and so every once in a while I would eat, shrimp and cocktail sauce, right? Girl, that woman's cocktail sauce was like, what the heck is in this? I have never tasted anything like this. And it was like, it was so good. Like for years, I could just like mention it and get that taste in my mouth, almost get that taste in my mouth of her um, cocktail sauce. And I don't know, if I remember this right or not, but I think she put peach brandy in it or something like that. Like peach brandy, I didn't even know there was such a thing. But that thing had a flavor that was like out of this world. That woman could cook. She could cook. She could look at a sweater that you were wearing and knit it for you and knit another one just like it. And that was like, like in the 80s, it was a big deal, all the big chunky sweaters. Yep, she could look at one that somebody was wearing and then she could go out, get the yarn, knit the same thing. That woman was just incredible. And she worked a full-time job. I don't know, amazing. She had a serious survival gene. That's all I know. And I feel like I really would like to sit down with her, not just, I feel like she has a lot of stories to tell that I never got to hear. So I was too busy going out dancing with her daughter. And she was too busy working. One way or another, she was always working. I think we got them covered up. There's one for being brave. Yay, yay. While I whine about Wakanda and politicians. Ooh, I wonder. It almost makes me want to use some more of these. These metallics in here are kind of nice. I'm kind of thinking I want metallic on this, but I don't think I'm ready yet. What time is it? 1:27. We're now an hour and 27 minutes. I almost feel like going back out and getting something for dessert. Speaking of chocolate, that I think I can wait. I'm going to try and go to the grocery store in the morning. So hair. Do I want to do all pencil for her hair? And what should a vampiric winged fairy creature sitting next to an intricate Celtic cross tombstone in a misty cemetery be wearing? And what should her hair be? What color should her hair be? Now I need to do the wings. I wish I could get a... Should her lips be red? I don't know why I want to make her dress black. It seems kind of... That's finding more of her skin. Where's that color? Is that it? Could probably do something to make her skin glow a little bit. But I guess I'm going in. Kind of scared to use the black though, but I'm gonna. Oh yeah, that's it. I'm getting that thing underneath the distressed ink. This is underneath and it's kind of messing up, giving me a lump. Probably should sharpen the pencil. Can't believe I'm drawing tiny or coloring tiny. That's a feat in itself. Like I never would have been doing that before. Maybe I should use light blue or cool gray. Or blue or silver. And this is how I wind up with so many pencils outside of the case. I just pulled a whole bunch. I don't know why I'm putting silver in there. Why I'm putting silver in there now? Somebody tell me. What the heck am I doing? This needs to be sharper. That's kind of weird. Mm-hmm. I need to sharpen this one too. Go closer and still. Okay, we see. I'm gonna try. I could deal with it as lines and not. I also don't want to. Oh, it's in you in there. So I guess it's over here. And the other pages that I've colored in this woman's books, like in that other book that I started in, um, I really was dissatisfied with how they turned out. I was like, no, I need to know something more. This isn't by far doing these books justice. It's something I need to learn how to do. And yeah, so I backed off from the ones I started. But wasn't giving up, but it's like, I'm not going to do this for now. I got to think about how to approach them. So I'm going to have to do kind of a rehab on those pages, although one page isn't really, it's not, can't even be considered as finished, but I still um, need to figure out how to approach them. This is silver. Oh, that's the silver. Um, I'm not sure what that's for. I have to keep hitting the hangings. I don't put silver in I'm doing tiny coloring. Tiny coloring. Okay, tailor made. Thank you. I used four blues. I started with this one at the bottom. Then I used this one next up and blended that. Then did I use this one next? I might have used this one next. And here, then this one up at the top. And then it wasn't looking dark enough for me, so I used, oh, not black. I used this violet blue. Is that what it is? Yeah, I used violet blue at the top. And I kind of wanted to be a little darker up there, but I don't know. That may be it. And if I blend it, then it might actually kind of darken up there, maybe. Kind of, sort of. Oh, no. We'll see. I'm kind of experimenting because, like, I feel like I'm trying to get a feel for this book and how to color in it and what to use to color in it and how to do that. Because I didn't like in another book of hers that I did one page, quote unquote finish, but I don't like the finish, and I'm gonna do more to it when I figure out what to do to it. And then another page that I started working on, and I was like, I don't understand where this is going and how to make it look like something. So I decided on this page in this book because it's got the four little ones, and so I can get practice in small form. So we're going to decide the color of her dress. Her toes are cute. Her feet are cute. They look like baby feet. So let's see. If I could actually kind of... Where's that going? Oh, this is her hair. And this is the wing. I get it now. Okay, that's not narrow enough. That's a problem. Okay, it's a little drastic too. Oh, thank you. This is really not sharp enough. Oh. Don't you crumble on me. Jeez. I'm gonna leave that outside edge alone. I'm scared. I'm scared. Don't know that I like that right there that I did, but we're gonna roll with it. I think it's too thick, but how do I do that? Don't know. I think I need gray, and probably a different gray. And this gray, that's not gray, that's silver. Different. This one's too bluish, brownish looking. What's this one? 20%, 50%. Hmm. Can I get a 40? Am I asking too much? Yep, I think I am. How about this one? Oh, this is 30. Well, it looks kind of brownish, but let's try it. Ooh, why does it tip look like it's about to leave me? Just sharpening it. Yes. Oh, for that, I do have on these glasses that are kind of blue blockerish, so that also might be a reason why that looks kind of brown to me. It's because I got these glasses on. That might be why. What is this one? 10%? Let's see. I'm gonna push the limit. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm afraid to go too far because I don't want it getting smeary and smudgy and washed out. Oops. What's going on with that? Okay, is it? What is that? Is that her wing also? Is there that loopy thing underneath? I think it is. Hmm. Be careful. So 30%. 30. I'm going straight to white. I might need to put a black. Okay, again, is it hair or the wing? So, this is hair. Okay. I don't really, I'm trying not to do too much to her hair because I don't want to go beyond that point and where all of a sudden it's like, oops, it's just one big smear fest. And like, no one wanted to stop. It can be hard sometimes, or a lot of times. I'm gonna leave it there. Ain't doing no more on that. So a little bit of I don't know. I don't like it without that. I sharpen the. My nose is getting stuffed up again. Oh, excuse me. Not enough oxygen. I need to get up and get some air. Oh my gosh, we're almost at 2 hours? Oops, we just lost our totally lost our tip. On the weight. Paying attention. Or maybe I need to switch my sharpener. That could be too. Oh, brother. There we go. We may have to stick with that. Oh, no. I don't want you smearing on me. I have to leave you. Yeah, I'm not doing any more of that. I don't want it messing up on me. So I have to do her dress. The rest of the cross. Excuse me. And kind of see if we want to blend the background. And then think about we want to leave the mist like this, or if we want to do something else with it. And I'm leaving her lips because I want to wait and see what color I make her dress. So, I'm going to go knock it out, figure out again. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so that's it for me. I need to go get some air. I need to blow my nose. So I think I'm relaxed now. I sure talked a whole lot. So I don't know. I may be back tonight. If not here on this channel, maybe I'll be up on somebody else's channel. Um, and I'll be sharing out people who are on tonight and who've been on today. So thanks for. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna yawn again. Excuse me. It's not you. It's me. Yeah, I use pencils. I use one marker though, just to cover up the lines on the what's supposed to be missed. Yeah, so thanks for hanging out with me, and y'all have a good rest of your evening. Take care. Bye bye. See ya, Bubbles. I may come on tonight just for you to keep you company.